This video is sponsored by labelless vitamin water, so I don't get sued. I should probably recycle this. So, if you're wondering where I've been for the past couple months, I'm a lazy cunt. But also, I'm a student and I have to do work. In fact, I had to wait until my other roommates were gone so I could do this bullshit. I also have a cold, so which made this pretty bad timing, but you know, I want to do this for you guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read Vore Fanfiction while doing an impression of Andre 3000 of the band Outkast. And I did this because I reached 550 followers on my Twitter page, and I made a promise at the beginning of this year that if I reached 550 followers, I would read Vore fanfic in the voice of Andre 3000. Again, I have so much shit to do. But either way, let's do this. Let's warm up. Alright. Oh, fuck. Alright, let's do a little warm up. Alright. Okay, I think I got this voice down pretty pat. This is as best as it's gonna be, baby. So, shut your damn mouth. Let's read Crazy in Love by Bonely Skeleton. Rick slowly left. Boy, I can't even read shit today. Rick slowly let his lab coat fall to the ground, his leg hooked around the pole. Before he spun around it, gazed me in the crowd. His eyes settled on someone sitting by the stage. Another elderly man with an ever-present smirk. Rick licked his wet lips before winking at him. To his surprise and pleasure, the man's cocky expression shifted immediately into a flustered one. The stripper smirked. After a show, he sat backstage, taking off his makeup. He could hear the door open and close, but thought nothing of it, assuming it was another stripper. Of course, it wasn't. It was the old man from earlier. "Hey," he said in a gruff voice as Rick turned around to eye him, look him up and down. "I'm Stanley Pines. Maybe you've heard of me." "Nope," Rick said with a cheeky smile. Oh, much to Rick's dismay, the man seemed disappointed. "Sorry to bother you then. I guess I'll..." He turned to leave and Rick was quick to get up and grab his arm to keep him in place. "I'd love to get to know you though," he said, a blush on his face. "Really?" Stan asked, turning back to him, eyes shimmering with hope. Rick nodded, and before he knew it, Stan's lips were on his. The kiss was rough, and Rick found himself pushed up against the makeup table when he was suddenly aware Stan was eating him. Fuck me. Rick didn't mind though, and consented to the Vore, and Stanley Pines left the strip club a lot less hungry than he had been when he walked in. Finn. Now, I'm gonna say this here. That was a very fucked up story. And even the author knows this because the notes say, "Please forgive me." But it has so much kudos, like, people actually like this shit. And you know, I don't get that shit. Alright, I'm gonna take, we need some fucking vitamin water. It just sounds like a southern accent, but it's like, it's kind of Andre. It's kind of Andre. It's kind of Andre. Alright, Stuck in the Swamp by Captain Sabu. Summary. Yuma enters the wrong neighborhood. We've all been there. Yuma galloped through the field. He had a fight with his owner/girlfriend. He just needed to be away from her and Otisang. He needed time alone with just his thoughts. He felt himself getting lost. His hooves getting stuck in some mud. "What are you doing in this swamp?" voice bellowed, scaring the shit out of Yuma. He struggled some more to get his hooves out of the mud, trying to get away from whatever was yelling at him. Yuma began to cry when he realized there was no escape. The monster was getting closer to him. He could tell it was green and huge. It's fucking Shrek. When the monster was in front of him, Yuma looked into his face. It was beautiful, so beautiful that he had to stop crying. "Are you gonna eat me?" he whispered. The monster chuckled. "We ogres don't eat horses." I'm fucking sick, guys. He grinned, his eyes twinkling in mischief. "Let me get you out of there. Then you can come back to my house." He wrapped his big meaty hands round Yuma's flank and pulled the horse free. Yuma neighed in delight, licking the ogre's face. Shrek chuckled before leading the horse back to his humble home. He feed Yuma lots of onions and carrots. The horse looked so hungry. Shrek stared at the horse. His flank was hypnotizing. "Yuma," he whispered, "can I fuck you?" He asked bluntly. He had never been one to shy away from what he wanted. Yuma blushed, but nodded his head. "Please do, Shrek. Please, please." Shrek groaned, his meat shaft getting harder. "I want you to call me Daddy. You got that slut?" "Yes, Daddy," Yuma whimpered, embarrassed at himself for even saying that. Shrek smacked his ass before standing on his table. He unbuckled his pants and pulled them down. "I want you to suck my dick," he groaned, stroking himself. Yuma opened his mouth and took the big green yogurt can. Oh my god. He took the big green yogurt cannon into his wet, warm mouth. Shrek growled, forcing Yuma's head down and almost choking him with his big dick. Yuma gagged around the dick in his mouth, trying to get used to the feeling. This was the first male he'd ever been with. He couldn't deny it felt good. Shrek groaned loudly, "Gonna come on your face, slut." He'd pulled his wiener out faux Yuma's mouth and jacked it until his hot onion cum sprayed all over Yuma's face. "Okay, now, what the hell?" Phil, I know you wrote this." "Thank you, Daddy," Yuma moaned. His horse cock was so erect, he just wanted Shrek to fuck his ass. "Turn around, give Daddy your arse," Shrek demanded as he smacked Yuma across the face with his dick. Yuma just nodded and presented himself to his ogre daddy. "Well, it hurt, Daddy," Yuma whimpered, his tail flicking nervously. Shrek laughed as he grabbed the horseman's tail. "Of course it will." He grinned as he pushed his big ogre penis into Yuma's tight horse butt. Okay, eat some more vitamin water. Vitamin water. "It's alright. Yuma screamed as tears fell down his face. He didn't think it would hurt this much. Shrek pounded into the horse's ass. It had been forever since he gotten laid, and any hole would do, especially one as tight as this one. Yuma pushed his body back to meet Shrek's thrust. "Daddy coming," Yuma whispered, and he came on Shrek's floor. Shrek came inside Yuma's ass, filling it with his hot ogre seed. "Fuck me. It'd be great if you could have my babies," he laughed before pulling out. Yuma collapsed on the floor, unable to move. It was like the ogre cum had made his nerves stop working. Shrek chuckled. "I'm going to eat you," he grinned, licking his green lips. His mouth began to stretch as he pushed the horse's back legs into his mouth. Yuma could feel his hind legs being swallowed down the ogre's throat. If he couldn't lie, it was turning him on. Phil! Shrek moved further up, sliding his booty down. Next was his body and his now erect horse cock. "Yes, Daddy. Just like that." Yuma moaned. He'd never been this turned on in his life. Shrek swallowed as he got to Yuma's neck, taking more and more in. Yuma smiled. He didn't care if he was going to die. He would die happily. His head was engulfed in Shrek's mouth, and with a few more swallows the horse was in Shrek's stomach. We couldn't hold back. He came again, his jizz spraying all over his face and the walls of his ogre daddy's stomach. Shrek rubbed his belly and laid on his back on the floor. I'm gonna teach you to enter my swamp. Fuck this fucking story. Fuck it. This was fucking awful. I hate all of you. Okay, that's not true. I love you guys. Thank you guys for getting me up to 550 followers on Twitter. For those of you who are watching this video and don't follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at Admiral Crackers. Or at Admiral Crackers, I don't fucking know. I'm gonna be trying to do Feminist Frederick in the future. But I don't know what I could do it on because of the climate of the whole world. But, you know what? I think this was definitely not the most embarrassing thing I've done in my life, which is... that's saying a lot. Because this was something else. But either way, I'll see you guys later. Now when will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have consequences? Alright, Lil D? Alright, I'm fucking done.